Previously on Starting Over, Jennifer created a necklace to help her deal with the many issues she must overcome.
On the necklace are things that I had written on my bricks from my activity the other day. I'm not too happy about wearing it.
But you wear it every day in everything that you do.
Josie told the women about Chloe's father.
Who is Chloe's father? My best friend. I've known him since 4th grade. He knows everything about me. I know everything about him.
Summer, the newest roommate, described a major change in her life.
I had gastric bypass surgery. It's been 75 pounds in less than 4 months. We're hoping it keeps coming, and so I'm kind of here to start over and learn how to be thin.
She also shared a dark secret.
After a lot of alcohol, I started playing Truth or Dare.
Did you have sex with him? You had sex with him. You had an affair with a married man.
And her revelation hit too close to home.
I have no respect for her. Not all of us have been a prodigy of the other woman. She sat there and said that she should have gotten up and she should have left. Why didn't you?
Are you ready?
Take off your towel.
Come on.
Oh, I was only in the ball.
Swim, 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 swim.
Well, today is my first day, my first full day at the Starting Over house. I was able to bond quite a bit with most of the girls. I'm not feeling as close with Towanda at this particular moment. I'm hoping that will change.
She a home wrecker.
That's what I mean. She knew he was married. There were no games. He didn't play a game with her. She knew.
Yeah, well, to people like that, to me, they do things like that because of a lot of different things that's going on in their life. And I hope somebody touches on what's going on in that fool's life.
This is what she said, that she knew at that moment, when they kissed, she knew at that moment that she should have gotten up and left, and she didn't.
Well, hold up. Okay, she knew at that moment she should have gotten up and left. Okay, fine. You didn't do it at that moment. But what about all the damn other moments that kept popping up?
I don't...
Hello? You kept doing it because you liked it.
Baby, this is what I'm saying. My point is this. When you're married, I'm just making a point. When you're married, you can't tell me that if you love somebody, that person or your spouse doesn't enter your mind at all throughout the entire action. Because if you don't love a person, how could you do that then? And not think about that person?
I didn't even have a swimsuit. I had to take one of my mom's. I was like,
One from 8th grade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have to still go get a new one.
You're so like, okay, my boobs so weren't this big in 8th grade.
As Summer's commenting about how my bosoms are a little too big for my bathing suit, it's not a good feeling. I was a lot bigger when I was in 8th grade than I ever had been in my life. And it just makes me feel even worse about the fact that, you know, I have a lot more weight to lose since having Chloe. It's just not a good feeling to know that I'm having to wear my 8th grade bathing suit because it's pretty much the only thing I could put on.
All of our fathers cheated on our moms. All of them, right?
Was anybody a daddy's girl to the point where daddy could do no wrong, even though...
Yeah. I was so shocked. I couldn't believe that he would actually risk his entire family for someone else.
Seriously, the comment about my boobs that she made, it makes me feel like I'm in 3rd grade again when I duct tape my chest down because I was so uncomfortable. People, you know what? In high school,
look like they were going to fall out.
The person that I've lost my virginity to made a comment like that, and I lost over 80 pounds. And I've never been big since. So I got pregnant. And that was like the worst thing ever. I mean, I'm happy because I got a great thing out of it, you know, but at the same time, it made me big again. And I've never been big since my 8th grade.
And that's an 8th grade bathing suit, so it makes me feel even worse.
Summer's comment really hurt me due to the fact my first crush pretty much told me the same time I was wearing that bathing suit that I needed to lose weight or he didn't want to be with me anymore. So I drastically lost over probably 75 pounds to fit the needs of somebody else. And from a comment that made me feel so horrible that I changed my appearance completely before entering high school. It really hurts me because that's how it makes me feel. It makes me feel like I'm back in 8th grade trying to change my appearance to fit the needs of others.
Like, I literally probably won't wear the shirts that I have.
You just started feeling great about your cousins.
T-shirts again.
Why? Your cousins are great. I wish I had some. People pay to have your cousins.
Well, I'll pay to get rid of them.
Oh, Lord. Why?
Because they're just, it's not comforting.
Don't give her that much control over your emotions like that, okay? Please.
I don't even want to talk about it because it's going to make me start crying. Because I feel like I did when I was in 8th grade and I was a fat ass, so I don't want to talk about it. I'm so uncomfortable right now with my weight. Because I've never been this big for a long time. And most people don't even consider this big.
Right.
But I do.
Because
I know what it's like to be a size 5. Okay? And I'm not no size 5 at all. I'm far from it.
I'm here. I got here yesterday. I was going to call you last night, but by the time I had time, it was like 12:30 your time, and I didn't think you'd appreciate it.
Oh, yay. No, I wouldn't have cared. How's the house?
Oh, it's awesome. I'm so confused by it. There's, like, random...
Is it big?
Yeah, it is. It's on the side of a mountain. Like, the view is unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's a mountain to me, because we're from Dallas. But,
it's a little hill. You're like, it's a huge mountain.
It was scary driving up here. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh, wow. Did you drive up there, or did they come pick you up?
They came and got me, yeah.
Oh, have you met anybody yet?
I met all the ladies.
Oh, are they nice?
Mm-hmm. So far, so good.
But isn't that part of falling in love?
That's not healthy. You have to get over that. You have to get over it in order to love someone else purely.
Messing up a person's marriage, that's not love.
You can't make 2 at one time?
I don't. Oh, they look pretty. Thanks. They're just your size if you want some.
No, thank you, though. I'm not hearing a whole lot of positive about the woman who left. So I'm feeling like it's not going to be really hard to replace her. I was nervous coming in, for sure, knowing that these women have been together for 2 weeks. But I think it's working out.
Hey, Munchkin!
Let me know if you want something to eat.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm
There's
good.
pancakes, I've got cereal,
All that
whatever
is
you
such
need.
carbs, and I need so much protein.
Oh, you need protein.
At least first thing in the morning.
We have hot dogs.
What?
We have hot dogs.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Protein bar will do me good.
Are your toes cold?
No, but I brought shoes because I didn't know what you were going to make me do.
Good. Make you do? Do I make you do things?
No, I didn't know what you were going to have me do.
Okay.
So I brought shoes.
Good for you.
And socks.
And socks. Good.
Yes. I think Iyanla is making me continue to wear this necklace. 1, because I don't want to. And 2, because she probably thinks that it's going to serve a good purpose and that it's a good reminder of the emotions that I have if I wear it every day.
I want to talk to you about love today, because your goal is to heal and know love. Talk to me about what love looked like between your mom and dad. What did love look like?
I don't know. I can only remember them fighting.
Okay, well then that's what love looked like. Was there ever any gentle, tender love between them? No. Talk to me about Jack. So how ex is Jack?
2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago. And you broke up with him. Why?
Because he lied to me.
One lie?
A couple lies.
Such as?
Told me that his ex-girlfriend that kept calling him was his sister.
Okay.
And then it was just lots of dumb stuff after that.
And love looks like lying. And love looks like leaving. And love looks like...
Yelling.
Yelling. So how much of that do you do in your loving relationships?
I just leave.
You just leave. Where did you see healthy, loving relationship?
I haven't.
Haven't seen it.
At this point, I really don't know what love is. I mean, if love was going to be something, it would be how I feel for Jack.
Your assignment for today is to take 10 pictures of what you know love looks like. And be creative. You know, if you see two people walking, yeah, we don't know if that's love, but if they're holding hands, take the picture of their hands. Okay?
Do I have to wear this?
I'll let you make the choice.
Okay.
Because if you can see love through your issues, chances are you'll be able to get rid of them.
The father of Chloe was your best friend.
Yeah, he was a good friend, and I trusted him.
And it's interesting, you moved that relationship to some romantic level at one point.
We always had a
Sexual
romantic level.
So it really wasn't...
Intimacy.
So why wasn't he your boyfriend?
Because I kind of let him walk all over me. He didn't want to date anybody. He wanted to be self-centered and self-absorbed. He didn't want to have someone else be in his picture.
So he didn't want a commitment?
No, he didn't want commitment.
But he really cared about
But at the same time, I didn't want it with him either.
Okay, but he really
I liked what I had with him.
Okay, so the trust that diminished with him was after Chloe was born?
Yeah, it's when he was going to have to be responsible and quit being irresponsible and just partying his way through college.
Okay.
Off daddy's money.
But Chloe loves you unconditionally, and you love her unconditionally, and you want to give her the best life, right?
Yeah, I do.
But beating yourself up for anything is never going to be helpful to Chloe. Never. Focusing on her gets you away from focusing on what? Your...
Myself.
Okay, what part of yourself that's so uncomfortable to deal with that you rather focus on Chloe?
I know her love won't go away. And, everybody else's has.
You don't want to be a woman who doesn't have her priority straight, because you're saying your priority is Chloe, and that you're not going to make a man a priority over Chloe.
Right.
Okay, but you know what? The lesson to learn is how to make both your daughter a priority and your boyfriend or husband a priority. But they're different. And that's what you haven't been able to, you haven't experienced yet, really.
No, but I already know the difference between them, obviously, if I'm so strong about these feelings.
Tell me.
But I mean, wouldn't you think so if I'm saying that there's a difference between my daughter and a boyfriend and soon maybe to be husband, because that won't be her father? At least I don't think it will be her father. I don't think we'll ever get married. Maybe if he grows up, it may happen.
Is that something you'd like? Now that Jonathan's out of the picture, Josie's begun to romanticize her relationship with Chloe's biological father, which isn't very healthy.
I still hope that someday Chloe's father will be a part of her life, and I don't want to say it because it makes me look vulnerable, but I've never been as close to any man as far as like a sensual or sexual person that I've ever been with, like I have her father. And somewhere inside me wants to think that when he just grows up and when he takes on more responsibility, that maybe we can't be together.
How was it last night?
Huh?
Night number one?
She don't sleep in the nude, does she?
Praise the Lord.
Really?
God is good all the time. Except for when Deborah was here. I'm mean when it comes to her because she was not very nice.
You think? She was something. They broke the mold, was her.
Summer is a little something, too. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but...
It's something.
It's something.
No, you can tell us when you're gone. What kind of chips are those?
I think I'm having a hard time finding pictures to take because I told myself that this was going to be hard before I even started. So I kind of have a negative attitude about the project.
Hi, ladies.
Hello.
How you living today?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I want to put something in the floor today. Love. When we think about love, I'll offer you this statement. People come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So that means some love isn't permanent. It has an expiration date. Then there are people that are just going to be in your life for a lifetime, and you'll love them the way you do. What I want to know is, who was your first love?
I was 9 years old and it was a crush, and then I never ever changed my opinion on this person, and I still love them, and it happens to be Chloe's father.
Does he love you?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the obstacle?
So far right now, it's our daughter.
She's the obstacle to you guys loving?
Not for me, but for him.
Did he tell you that?
Yeah, he told me. He told me that he doesn't want to be involved because he doesn't have anything to offer her.
Well, that would make you sad, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's sad. It does make me sad, but it doesn't make me stop loving him.
Miss Jennifer, your first love.
Scott.
Scott. Oh, I've heard about Scott.
The big boo-boo.
Yeah. How did you know that you loved Scott?
Because I couldn't stand to be away from him. I thought about him all the time. I really thought at 13 that we would be together forever.
So, Summer, I'm going to switch directions with you, okay? What's the difference between love and lust?
Like, lust is really about touching and a physical need.
Mm-hmm.
And I think love is more intangible. Like, you have to hear their voice or read a letter from them or do something for them and that they don't necessarily even know you've done.
So, Jen, at 14, was it love or lust? Being a wise woman of 22 now.
At first, I think it was love.
Uh-huh.
And then that went away and it turned into lust.
How do you mend a broken heart? Who first broke your heart?
Matt, when my parents were going through their ordeal, well, when it first came out, he said he couldn't handle it.
What did that mean?
I guess he felt that it was going to be pressure on him in our relationship. So he bailed out of the relationship, and I told him, I said, you know, right now it's not about the relationship, it's about our friendship. And if you don't want the relationship right now, I understand that's fine, but I need my friend right now. He wasn't willing to do that either,
So that broke your heart?
That broke my heart.
Tell me what that was like for you.
It was devastating. It was like a double whammy, because I was already torn up about what was going on between my parents, and then now this.
Are you guys friends now?
No.
Sinae, who was the first person to break your heart?
My dad.
Your dad?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Who's the first person to break your heart?
Besides my dad?
Yeah, besides your dad.
Guy. He asked me to marry him, and then I found out he was gay.
Wow. And that broke your heart?
Yep.
He just wasn't the one. So what happens if for a season you fall in love with the one who's not the one? He ain't the one. He's gay. He's can't handle the pressure. He don't know how to accept the responsibility. How do you mend that? How do you mend that?
It took me falling in love again before I was over it, because I had to realize that love with him was what it was. It was there to teach me or to show me, you know? I mean, it was there for a reason.
So all you're doing is transferring feelings. For the feelings that you actually have with someone else, if I transferred all the feelings that I had for Matt into Andre, that would not be a healthy relationship.
All I'm saying is it takes somebody else for me. I'm just saying it takes...
For you, but for me, I'm saying that I don't agree with that. That's my opinion on it. I don't agree. I just don't agree. I'm not agreeing with nothing she's saying just because.
When Towanda is being so vocal about disagreeing with my opinion, it really makes me feel like these women don't really want to know who I am, and it pisses me off.
I guess I just wonder the energy spent being angry or afraid or with low expectations or whatever it is, how we could bring that energy to love. So that's the question I really want to tell you to work with today. Am I really ready to love me?
I just talked to her dad for the first time in 3 months.
I love her father.
Because I live in a small farm town.
Ah, that's why. That's the only town I remembered. I was like,
Sullivan. I live in a town called Sullivan with 4,000 people.
Oh, wow.
And you want to know what we do for fun? And I'm not
cow tipping?
No. Yeah, we go cow tipping too. We do. That's fun. But you know what else is cool? Is like, did you know that you can hear corn grow?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Nobody knew that, and I'm serious, you can. You go out and sit in the country and you can listen to the corn grow. It pops just like it would if you were popping corn.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I can totally tell that Summer is trying to fix what had happened last night. By just sitting there, you know, acting like she's concerned about my life and where I came from, that's fine, she may be, but all it takes to tell me that you didn't mean to hurt my feelings is I'm sorry.
Makes sense. You got the hiccups. What are we gonna do about that?
See, it's because Mommy makes me laugh and I get the hiccups.
Mommy makes me laugh too, actually.
Too sometimes. Yeah, I'm a riot.
Hey. Thought we'd have a nice little outside time today.
Okay.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, it is. It's a nice day.
So I want to talk to you about love.
Okay.
And how stable you are in love.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to introduce you to something. This is called your love bank. Just like you have to deposit money in order to save for your future or deposit money in order to pay your bills, you also have something called the love bank. I have one, you have one, we all have one. We just really never pay attention to it. So we are gonna start paying attention to your love bank. So I have little hearts for you to write down moments when you felt loved.
I want to acknowledge you for keeping your necklace on all day. So your assignment was to find pictures of things that represented love. So how was the actual exercise for you?
It was difficult. It was really hard for me to think of things that represented love.
So tell me, when you see this picture, what about it brings love to your mind?
This is what I was thinking. Because this itself, this green stuff, would be so ugly without these purple pretty flowers.
The green stuff would be ugly. Okay, so where's the love here?
In the purple flowers.
How so?
Because it's what makes the green stuff beautiful.
Okay, so love makes things beautiful? Okay, so you do understand that. Okay.
Oh, that dog was so cute.
Yeah, now why love? What about...
Because all you have to do is feed it and give it water, and it loves you unconditionally.
So this is unconditional
Yes.
love. Okay, well, that's great. That's good. Okay.
As a kid, parents love their kids.
Well, you don't know if that's a parent. That could be a nanny.
You're right, I don't know.
Tell me what about the picture?
Because she's nurturing.
Okay. Now, how does this represent love?
Because the little kid's trusting him.
Trusting him. So when have you felt this kind of love? An innocent giving, an innocent receiving?
Not for a long, long time.
Okay, well, tell me about when it was.
Probably before I had my boo-boo.
Or before Scott. Okay.
That was the last time, I think.
Or before you were with
Well, or maybe before he cheated on me.
And where did you get that love from, and what did that look like?
Joy.
Joy. Well, we want to eliminate some tags, right?
Yes.
And we've grown. We've taken a look at love. We've experienced love. We understand. We want to come from behind the wall. So now that you know what love looks like, I want you to look at your relationship with these people and find 3 things they've done that let you know they love you.
Let me write down what I have to do.
Okay.
So I need 3.
3 things that each of these people have done. That's 3 apiece that let you know they love you. Once you do that, you've got 1, 2, 3 tapes. You're going to record that message. Just say the 3 things that let me know you love me, okay? You're doing good, Jen. Really,
How
really
much
good.
longer do I have to wear this?
You're going to earn your way out of it.
So I have to wear it till they're all gone?
Well, yeah.
This pisses me off. I hate wearing it.
But that's your life.
This is awful.
How so?
Because I feel like I'm being punished.
Is there another way you could look at that?
No. Maybe 3 days ago I could have, but not day 3. I realized the point.
What is the point?
That this is all what everyone sees, and this is what I express to everyone, and this is the wall that I built that everyone has to go through to get into me, and this is the burden that I carry around my neck every single day, and it gets in my way of every single task that I do.
How do you heal it?
Not by wearing this necklace every day.
Well, by reminding ourselves that these are the things we have to deal with. So whether the necklace is on your neck, or whether it's in your wallet, or your relationships, or in your family, it doesn't matter. The thing is, deal with it.
Do you get what I mean? If you said T, if you pulled me aside and said, T, what you said about blah, 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 whatever, quack, quack, you know, really hurt my feelings. Kim, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. That's just how. Because I want to apologize, because I don't want to hurt, you know?
Whatever. Summer makes a comment to Josie about her bikini, and I believe Summer needs to give Josie an apology or something.
But if you don't tell her, I know, so I'm gonna have to tell her. I think. And see what happens. I'm gonna be here for a long time.
So I want you to take just a couple, and I want you to tell me some love moments you've had while you've been in the starting over house.
While I've been in the starting over house?
Yeah, while you've been in the starting over house the last 2 weeks, have you ever felt loved?
When Kim took me to get my nails done, she did something for me. It wasn't all the love was being focused on Chloe. I actually got something. Talking with my mom on the phone.
Great.
Because that's been why I've been here. She sees my view instead of focusing on her own, because she used to do that.
So I like the fact that you know that one way that you feel loved is that people focus on you for a minute rather than
themselves.
Great.
Yes. when I notice that everybody in the house can't do anything for Chloe, but then as soon as I like pop my head around the corner, she has this huge smile and just her eyes light up. So I really do feel loved by her all the time, like no matter what.
Right?
So,
Chloe. Any other love moments? How's it feel to have to think so hard?
It sucks because I shouldn't have to think so hard about it. It should just be coming to me.
And do you think that it's hard for you to feel love? Do you think it's hard for yourself to give yourself credit for love? Or do you actually believe that you haven't been that much loved?
I think it's a little bit of all of them but the last one.
And what about if you ask for love?
I don't think you're really supposed to ask for it, though.
Okay, this is good. So you're supposed to just wait. And everybody's supposed to read your mind, okay? And everybody's supposed to know when Josie needs love, what kind of love she needs, so Josie feels okay. Josie can't go, you know, I don't feel good about myself right now, and you know what, I just need to know that you care about me. Could you just remind me that I'm a good person? You're not allowed to do that? Because that's what? What does that say about you?
Well, then obviously I'd love myself enough to seek it from others. Because I should be able to put some things in my love bank that are about ways that I love myself. Because that's still a deposit of love.
That's right.
So this would be one. My housemates expressed that I show them love and how it made them feel love. So it makes, like it's a little even swap of loveness there.
Josie doesn't give herself credit for love. She has a hard time accepting love and even seeing love. This bank forces her to start seeing that love does exist in her life. So this is your first assignment to let go of the queen of punishment. And to start seeing yourself as someone who gives and receives and accepts love. So this is just the beginning. We're going to be building on that as we go. You are complete for the day, madame.
Got it.
Six grams of fat, 2.5 saturated.
No, that's not bad.
It's really not.
And this is 2 meals for you. I can't believe it.
And like at home, when I leave them in the fridge, I'll just eat like half and put it back in the fridge and then go back. There's not enough intestines to get it all anymore. Yeah. So I have to take all these vitamins. I have to get a lot of protein.
I saw those those are all vitamins. Wow.
I'm feeling like Kim probably is taking the biggest steps, knowing her goals and her relationships with women and the issues that she has with that. She's probably the one who has stepped out of her comfort zone in order to make me feel more comfortable in the house. Because I smoked a pack of cigarettes a day before my surgery, and I quit completely after my surgery. And then as I started going out again and getting around it and drinking, I just started smoking when I drank. But if I can do that and only smoke once in a while, I feel like it doesn't have control over me, and it doesn't concern me.
So I thought we should just get together because we have a new woman in the house, as you know, Summer. And I don't want, as you don't, tension in the starting over house because of Summer's, well, what she said yesterday about having an affair with a married man. So I just want to talk to you to find out what do you think we can do so we can move forward in a powerful way to really help me help her.
You know, I think that this is an issue for the women, but I also think it's a reason not to like her. You know, she's coming to the party late, and they have established their social interaction, and they're looking for some reason to reject her. So I think we need to be sensitive to that.
How's it going?
It's stressful.
Towanda and Kim have issues with other women, judgments about other women.
Group play was the first thing we did yesterday, and I was like, so stressed.
Their fear is up, therefore they want to find the enemy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
You know, we really don't talk about the other woman very often, and we don't get to meet her. That's definite. And here we have somebody who obviously had an affair because she needed love.
Well, I think probably the biggest challenge will be for Towanda and Kim and their issues with their stepmoms being other women.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for them to get the backstory, to understand why Summer did what she did, as opposed to judging her very quickly as they do in their life, and to really be able to, maybe for the first time, put themselves in someone else's place so they can develop some empathy.
The starting over house is simply a composite of the major world where nobody likes the other woman. So this is a real opportunity for her to learn self-acceptance, self-awareness, and also self-forgiveness, because this society has a certain perspective of the other woman.
So is there anything about Summer that y'all want to share, or anything that I should be on the lookout for from your perspective? Any suggestions?
Yeah, I think that Summer needs to understand that her disclosure had impact. And I think she has to understand that that impact goes far beyond her experience, but it goes to the women's, not only experience, but their fears. Summer, I think, shared that almost as a badge, almost as as something she was almost proud of.
I see it another way. I see it that she shared it as a part of her habitual process of demeaning and demoralizing herself.
That's the etiology. In other words, because of her damaged self, she had to come in and tell us that she could steal another woman's man.
That's how bad she is.
That's how bad she is.
Get it on the table? She thinks she's bad.
And she put it on the table, which means she must want to hear.
And I think it's a tip, her tip of the iceberg.
She's definitely a perfect candidate for the starting over house.
Yep.
Great.
Good.
Fabulous. Well, that's all I needed. I really appreciate your perspective. Thanks.
Well, thank you.
I don't really have any good memories of what love was in my family. So I'm finding it really difficult. Honestly, I feel like I have no idea what love is.
She's sitting up on her own.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's eating baby food now.
Cool.
Yeah, she's moving right along. Oh, and the whole reason, like, I needed a history is because I seriously thought she might have had asthma or some sort of, like...
No, nobody in my family's ever had respiratory problems.
Okay.
Like I said, the only thing, like, that I myself am worried about also is, like, heart problems. That's about it. I have blood pressure that's, like, almost that of a 50-year-old man, so... Yeah, I have worse blood pressure than my dad does.
That's not cool. Is she falling asleep? Let me go find it. I'll go find it. I'm gonna get off because I have to go find her pacifier, okay?
Alrighty.
But I'll just call you later, all right?
Alright.
Okay, bye.
I just talked to her dad for the first time in 3 months.
I know he's interested in Chloe. I know he cares. I just think that Chloe's father's really scared. And I think that he's afraid that, I don't know. I just think he's afraid to have a family that cares, maybe. I don't know. His family abandoned him and my family abandoned me. And I think maybe he thinks that someday Chloe could abandon him and maybe that I could too.
Josie's hurt by my comment, so I'm sitting at the computer because the only thing I can think of to try to make this right is finding a swimsuit that fits Josie.
so feel confident that I could create a family with her true biological father. Her father really is my soulmate. And I'm his. And I will never give any man in Chloe's life the credit that I give him. I love her father.